Hey everybody, welcome to the Inspired Overflow radio show. We're having a great show today. We have some great guests, and I am excited about today's show. So our guests, they have some wonderful information that I feel is going to be a blessing to any mom. So if you are a mom, if you know of moms, make sure you share this broadcast so that the moms can tune in and receive this information. Good to see you, Sharita. So happy to see you. I am still kind of working on some things to figure out how to turn our camera so we can see everybody. All right, you guys, you can see there's Ann.
Hello, hi.
Hello, Ann. And then we have Michelle.
Hi, everybody.
This is Michelle's first time here. The Inspired Overflow radio show. So Ann's been with us. As you can see, here's Al.
Hey.
Hey. So we're looking forward to having a great show. So you guys are going to hear a little bit of silence because we're going to wait for the music to come on. But in a couple of minutes, we'll be ready to start our show. So I'm turning over to you, Al.
All right. Let me turn the camera back on me.
Okay, so let's have a good show, ladies. Okay. So you want to pull your microphone a little bit closer to you, Thomascina.
This is kind of weird. Look at it. This is her first show. She's excited, right? Okay. Is that better?
I heard you.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you now. I can hear you now, yeah. I have my volume down.
Oh, okay. And welcome to the Inspired Overflow radio show. I am your host, Kacie Starr, and I am so glad that the Lord has led you here to the Inspired Overflow radio show. Now, here at Inspired Overflow, we are more than just a radio show. We are really a ministry designed to help you live your best life through Jesus Christ. And so God does every show a little bit differently. So from time to time, he brings on different guests. They share their amazing and encouraging stories of faith. Then every now and again, God drops into my heart a word, a prophetic word to teach and release throughout the broadcast. And then every now and again, God connects us with wonderful community organizations that are doing great work. And he allows Inspired Overflow to serve as a platform for these organizations to get their work and to spread the message about the great work that they're doing in the community through our broadcast. So I am so excited about just being connected and this partnership that the Inspired Overflow radio show has with the Father Support Center. So I want to welcome back Thomascina and Stringfellow.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, with the Father Support Center. And for the first time, we have Michelle Echols. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Wonderful. And so some of you guys may be listening to us on the radio, or maybe you're sitting at your computer screens listening to us through the live stream. But I want to invite you to tune in. You can actually watch our live interview on Facebook. You can do so by going to facebook.com, typing in my name, Kacie Starr Long, and then you'll be able to see these beautiful guests. You can see their faces up close and in action. All right. Yes, and my husband, he's here doing the videography, and he likes to zoom in and get all up in people's noses and grills and all kinds of stuff. All right, praise the Lord. Okay. Well, you guys, I'm excited about having the Father Support Center here because they are doing great work. For those of you that live in the St. Louis community, the Father Support Center, it is not a name that, people are unfamiliar with. But one thing you may be unfamiliar with is that they do have a program for women. Okay, they have a program for moms. And so Thomascina, Ann, and Michelle. They are here today to talk about a program called Parenting in Partnership. And so, Ann, I'm going to ask for you to let us know a little bit of background about Father Support Center and the Parenting in Partnership program.
Absolutely. Okay, so Father Support Center started 20 years ago, and they did do a lot of work for our fathers that needed support in the community. So the last 3 years, they started Parenting in Partnership. Parenting in Partnership are for all mothers that have children, that are expecting children, whatever resources that they need in their lives, they can come to Father Support Center. We can assist them with that through a social worker, through a career advisor that you'll speak with in just a few moments. They have access to our family therapist in addition to our legal clinic. So they're in seat for 6 weeks, but they have access to all of the resources and benefits that we offer them for an entire year.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you guys, we're talking about Parenting in Partnership. This is a program for moms. So whether you have children and they're small or they are big, or maybe even if you are expecting, this is a program to help you with co-parenting. It's also a program to help you with job readiness and training. It's a program to help connect you with services. Okay, and so, maybe you're saying, look, I got these kids, they're all taken care of, but maybe God is calling you to listen to this program for you to share the information with that young woman at your church, or that young woman on your job, or that young woman in your family. So I'm encouraging you to just listen in to learn more about this program, Parenting in Partnership, through the Father Support Center. We want to get the word out that this is a program for women. They aren't just serving dads,
That's right.
but they are also serving moms. And I want you to just share with us how you got connected to Father Support Center, and really how has your life been blessed by being involved with the Father Support Center?
Well, actually, I had been on a job for 17 years, and they closed their doors, and I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something where I can help and give back. And the job opportunity came up as a facilitator for our Mothers program. I became the classroom facilitator, and meeting all of these beautiful women coming into the classroom and seeing them change from day one to the end of 6 weeks have been such a reward for me. So,
wonderful.
yes, to see them change is rewarding.
Yeah, to see them change is rewarding. I can only imagine. And so you guys, throughout the course of the next few months, we are going to be joined with Ann, and we're going to be joined with different aspects of the Parenting and Partnership program. They're going to come and talk about their services and the resources that they offer through this program. And we're even going to have an opportunity to hear from some of the past clients that have participated in this program. This week, Michelle, we are highlighting with the Parenting and Partnership program the job readiness and job training aspect. So I want you to just introduce yourself to the listeners and to the viewers a little bit about what you do and really why this job placement and training is so important to this program.
Okay. Hello, everybody again. So when our participants come in, part of the program that they get is employment readiness and retention training. So our participants come in, and the first thing I do is just kind of go over with them and find out where they've been, what type of work they've done in the past, what type of things they're looking for. After I figure that out, I go over challenges and barriers. What type of things have kept them from getting the employment that they want in the past? What type of things are keeping them out of the career that they want? So we go through that, and we just kind of break down those barriers. If it's training, we figure out what type of trainings do they need. One of the benefits of being in our program is that the participants, upon graduation, can be registered for a training that we will actually pay for. So some of those trainings have been forklift certification. Some of them have been CDL driving. We've had people go through culinary class. There's one that they're starting with solar energy.
Wow.
We've had a couple people do CNA training before. So there's just different trainings that are available out there, and it's based on the client. And then just also the funding that's available to do those trainings. Part of my job is going out and creating relationships with area employers. So that's really the biggest part of my job. I have to find employers who are willing to give our participants a chance. Some of our participants have never worked a job before, so they don't have that on-the-job experience. Some of our participants may have something legally on their background that's just hindered them from moving forward before. So I just focus on different employers in every aspect of the employment arena and find places that are willing to come out and give our participants a chance. They know about all that we do at the Father Support Center. So usually after I give them that presentation about what they do, they're on board. They're like, yes, we want to work with your clients. We want to give them a chance. We want to do whatever it is we can do to help them out.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
So you guys, we are joined in the studio with Ann Stringfellow and also Michelle Echols. They are with the Father Support Center, and they're here to talk about a program for moms. It's called Parenting in Partnership. This is a 6-week intensive case management project, and then there's a year-long follow-up program as well. And so, Ann, I want to talk about what is taking place in these 6 weeks. And also, I want you to explain that and then let people know how they can connect with this program.
Absolutely. So in the 6 weeks in the program, we have a strenuous curriculum. In the 6 weeks, we do a lot of life skills. We do a lot of communication. We do a lot of parenting, the co-parenting skills, the anger management, maintaining your composure, things like that. What's it been like? So a lot of the curriculum that we have bring out a lot of past issues, childhood issues that maybe they haven't dealt with. So the curriculum does help them with those things, and that's the purpose of having a therapist at hand so they can help them work through those obstacles and through those issues.
Sure.
How they connect with the Father Support Center. All they have to do is call our Father Support Center number, 314-333-4170. They come in, they do enrollment. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes. All they need is their picture ID and Social Security card. And also for our moms, another benefit that we offer is daycare. So if they need daycare while they're in the program, since they're connected to us for an entire year, they can have daycare through the program for 6 weeks. When they receive a job from our career advisor, if they're in school, if they're in GED class, we make sure that they have that daycare available. And it is based off of their income.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you guys, there are a lot of services. This is a really an innovative program. And, you know, sometimes we're praying. We see people that are struggling in our churches. We see people that are struggling in our families. And we're like, God bless them. They need help. They need help with housing. They need help with their kids. God, we see that there's some root issues, baby daddy issues. They're unhappy. They're maybe dealing with depression. God, we're like, help them. And I believe that this program through the Father Support Center, it's a program that gets and digs deep. You're providing employment, but you're also providing therapy. You're providing childcare assistance. You're providing help with applying for jobs. It's providing all of these great services, and it's really an answer to prayer. So, Ann, I'm going to ask for you again to share that number so people can call and get connected with this program.
Absolutely. Father Support Center is 314-333-4170.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know, Michelle, because you are a career advisor with this program, and you mentioned that, you know, not only do you help with job training, but you also deal with placement. So you're going out to speak to potential employers and sharing with them information about the program. I want you to just share any success stories with any clients that have gotten placed at some good jobs.
Yes. So I'm just trying to go through my list of people and think which ones are really, really sticking out. So I have a young lady who, her purpose for coming to the program was because she wanted employment. But of course, when she got there, she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I needed so much more. But after she completed the program, she filled out a couple of applications and nothing worked for her right away. But she didn't give up. She kept coming to my office to fill out applications. And I had an employer who wanted to hire her. He's the owner of Revival Janitorial, and he had a contract with the Lambert Airport where he was going to bring her in $17 an hour, but that contract fell through, and so she was kind of looped in the process. It was like a 3 or 4 week process where she was doing paperwork and all these other things, and she was just kind of like, what's going on? But luckily, another contract came through, and because he worked so closely with us, he wanted to make sure that he assisted her along the way. So she now has employment still with them. She's making $15 an hour.
Praise God.
She's been there over 6 months, and he also assisted her with a part-time job on the side with another contract. But then I also think about another young lady. She's had employment through us maybe 3 or 4 times. Every single time, if something happened on the job, she knew where to come back. So the first time it was something personal, got in the way. So she came back. She said, hey, I need some help finding another job. She came back in. I helped her get a job somewhere else. And then when she got there, it was some things with the company that was an issue. So then she came back in. She said, that didn't work out. That wasn't the place for me. What do you have for me now? So I sent her somewhere else, and now she's working there. So it's just, they stay connected. So even though our program is 6 weeks, and even though their follow-up is for a year, we have participants who come back after that year, and they need services for things, especially if it's employment. So they say, hey, I'm on this job. I'm not really liking it anymore. They can come in and make an appointment with me. I'll sit down and see what they want to work on, and we'll move forward with looking for employment with them as well.
You know, you guys are doing really amazing work at the Father Support Center, and I know it's just 2 of you guys, but there are many others that are part of the Father Support. This is just one program out of many that is really servicing the needs of moms and dads in our region. You know, Michelle, if you could, who is the ideal person to receive these types of services?
As far as the mothers that come in?
Yes.
Any mom that has a child 18 years or younger, because there's no limit to what a person can receive. When I first started, I would sit in the classroom. I'm like, you know what? That was some good information. I enjoyed that. So there's no limit to what you can receive sitting in those doors. So any mom that has a child 18 years or younger can benefit from some aspect of our program.
Wonderful. Ann?
Yeah, one of the things that we do, we set the classroom up and structure it as if they're going on a job. So they have to be on time. They have to dress a certain way. They have to speak a certain way. They have to do a drug screening. And a lot of that is to help our career advisor to have good candidates to send. She is out in the community. She is making contacts with these employers who want to employ our participants. But we do want to make sure that they are good candidates to go on the job. So we do the drug screenings and all of that. And we pay attention to how they act in the classroom.
Wonderful, wonderful. You guys, we are joined in the studio with Ann Stringfellow and also Michelle Echols. They are representatives from the Father Support Center. They are here to talk about a program for moms. We often hear Father Support, we think of dads, but this is a program where they really want to get the message out to the community. Now, if you are a mom yourself, you have a child under the years of 18 or under, and you feel like, well, maybe I could, get this information or benefit from these services. Maybe it's a granddaughter or a person in your family or a person at your church. We want to recommend that you call the Father Support Center and let them know you want to get information or register for Parenting in Partnership. That number is 314-333-4170. Here at Inspired Overflow, we want to partner with organizations. We want to get the word out about what your organizations are doing to the community so the community can take advantage of all of the great things that you guys are doing. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to hear more from Ann. We're going to hear more from Michelle, and we're also going to talk about ways how you, being part of the community, can assist and help spread the word about parenting in partnership. We'll be right back. Okay, good. Y'all are awesome.
I'm nervous more this time than I was.
Y'all are awesome. And I love it because you guys are so quick on your feet. So
Really?
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
And I
was
want to
like,
say
I need to point that out.
grandmas, the
Grandma?
grandmothers. So grandmothers, because we understand that a lot of grandmothers are raising their grandchildren because of things that are going through with the mom. We allow them in the program if they have proof that they have custody of the grandchildren. So we've had 50, 54-year-olds, 55-year-olds sitting in class because they're taking care of their grandchildren.
Okay.
So,
They're the primary custodian.
Yeah.
Anything else that we definitely want to hit? We probably have about 7 to 10 more minutes of talk time.
Incentives of once they receive employment.
Okay.
So one
Ooh,
of
that's
those
a good one.
things,
That's excellent.
right now, depending on the grant, as long as that grant is active, once the ladies receive employment, if they've been on the job for 30 days, they are eligible for a $50 check. Once they hit their 60-day mark, they're eligible for another $50 check.
Amen.
Once they hit their
Keeps
90-day mark, they're eligible for a $100 check.
Wow.
So that's one of the
yeah.
benefits of the program. And also, when you get a job, a lot of times they tell you, you need this, you need that, you need shoes, you need pants, you need a shirt, scrubs, whatever the position is. If your job tells you that you need those things, we can go out and get those for them
We pay.
upon employment verification.
Wow.
So that's free of charge. for
Yeah,
them.
so it's no excuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
They also
We
give
also
them
help them with
several books
transportation.
of bus tickets until
Wow.
they get their first check.
Yeah,
Yes.
transportation.
Several books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 10 in
It's
each
10 in
book.
each
So
book, and they
get
get 2 books for employment, or if they're driving and they have they meet all the standards
They
for
get
the
gas
gas card, then they'll get that.
Well, you get a gas card?
the women get those.
We want to
in
make
class.
sure that they're successful when they get to work, so we
No
want to make sure they have
excuses.
everything they need until they get that first paycheck.
He's still filming. I didn't know that.
Awesome. Yeah, he's so y'all are seeing the behind the scenes.
Right.
We're on a commercial break right now.
He already did it. Okay.
So yeah, all right. So we're gonna go back, and I have some announcements that I have to read, and then we'll part up with the show. Let me pull up one more announcement. Excuse me. I was drinking this LaCroix, so this LaCroix.
Oh, and also mock interviewing. I do
Okay.
that with them as well.
Okay.
And then the hiring fair.
Right.
I told you she had a lot
Yeah,
to say.
she
I told you.
does. Okay, let me.
What about the follow-up?
Excuse me, babe. Hold on. Okay, 1 second. Okay, all right. All right, and welcome back to the Inspired Overflow radio show. You guys, we've been having just an amazing show with our guests, and Stringfellow and Michelle Echols. They are here with the Father Support Center. They're talking about a great program for moms. I'm telling you, this program is providing services to help you really be a better mom and to be able to really help raise your children. And so I got a couple of church announcements that I want to make sure that you know about. And after these church announcements, we're going to resume our conversation with Ann and Michelle. So our church announcement segment, it's being sponsored by Haven House, City of Refuge Church. They are sponsoring their Family and Friends Picnic and then their Family and Friends Prayer Day. So their picnic is on Saturday, September the 29th at 12 o'clock. All right. And there is a ticket price for children and adults. Children, it's $5. Adults, it's $8. Their Family and Friends Picnic is going to be at Larimore Park at 11726 Larimore Road. Then that Sunday at 10:30 a.m., they're going to have their worship service. Haven House, they are located at 8786 North Broadway. The pastor is Michael Folks and the first lady is Phyllis Folks. They are very good friends to us here at the Inspired Overflow radio show, and I'm so appreciative of them. On September the 29th, Danielle Davis, God has given her this great entrepreneurial idea. I love it. It's called Networking on Wheels. And what it is, it's a bus trip leaving out of St. Louis, going to Springfield, Missouri, having lunch at Lambert's Cafe. But here's the great thing about this is that while you're rolling to Springfield, this is an opportunity to network with other entrepreneurs. The ticket price is $55 per person, and your ticket prices, they're going to fund free educational trips for young people in our city. So you can call Danielle at 804-980-9072. So we thank Danielle for partnering with us here at the Inspired Overflow radio show to get that information out to the community. Tori Munson. So I want y'all to remember that name, Tori Munson. She just got married. So we send her a great big congratulations. She's hosting a singles conference. It's called Singles Standing Strong. It's called the Clarion Call. It's taking place on September the 29th from 3 o'clock until 9 o'clock. This event will take place at 4216 Executive Center Parkway Loop. That is in St. Peters, Missouri. Now, this is a conference for singles. It is $40. She's going to have speakers. She's going to serve a light lunch, and she's also going to be launching her new book. It is called Mastering Your Singleness. For those of you that are on social media, you know Tori is known as Transparent Tori, and God has just given her just words of advice, biblical words to encourage singles. So I'm encouraging you, if you are single, to register for this conference. All right, you can go to TorrieBoyd.com. That's TORREE Boyd, BOYD as in dog.com to register for this conference. Also, I want to make sure you know that Scholar Ministries, which is founded by Dr. Shirley's Washington, she is hosting the Gathering of Worshipers Conference. It is taking place on September the 21st and September the 22nd. It will take place at Harvest Church, Church at 6301 Garfield Avenue. That is in Berkeley, Missouri. Now, that Friday night service, it's open to the public. It's free will. It begins at 7 o'clock. But that Saturday, it's going to be a conference. It's $48. You can go on Facebook, type in Scholar Ministries, and register for this conference. So that concludes our church announcements for the week. All right. Amen. 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 All right. So before we went to commercial break, Ian and Michelle, you guys were sharing with us great information about the Parenting in Partnership program. And Michelle, as a career advisor, you not only help with employment training, but you also help with placement. I want to talk about the incentives for the clients that participate in this program.
Okay. So once our participants are employed, we get an employment verification for them. And if the employer says that they need things, so for example, they may need scrubs or non-slip shoes, steel-toe work boots, transportation, any of those things, we're able to assist them. So we go out and we get those things for the clients free of charge. If they are on the bus, we provide them with 2 books of bus tickets. If they are driving and qualify for the driving incentive, we provide them with a gas card. I'm sorry. And another incentive that they get for the women in our program, once they've been on a job for 30 days and they provide their check stubs, we can provide them with a $50 check. At 60 days, they get another $50 check. And at 90 days, they get a $100 check.
Wow. So you guys, there are tons of information. There's tons of resources connected to this program to really, I say, avoid Satan's roadblocks.
Yes.
Right. There, these are resources that are available. So we're talking about the Parenting and Partnership Project, which is facilitated through the Father Support Center here in St. Louis. To register for this program, you can call the Father Support Center at 314-333-4170. Now, Thomascina, and I know that before we went to break, you were sharing that this program is really good for moms with children 18 years or under, but somebody else can also participate.
Absolutely. We understand a lot of the grandmothers in the community may be taking care of and have custody of their grandchildren. So, grandmom, if you have custody of your grandchild that's 18 years or below and you have that custody, you are also welcome to join our Father Support Center Parenting and Partnership program.
Wonderful, wonderful. So grandmas, you're taking care of the kids, but you need help. You need job placement. You need help. Daycare services. All of that. You can, if you have custody of your grandchildren, you can also participate in this program. Ladies, our time is winding to a close. But Michelle, I want you to let the community know about an upcoming, I don't want to call it a job fair. It's a hiring fair. So
Yes,
tell us
ma'am.
about it.
So at FSC, we believe that our participants deserve the first foot in the door. So we host hiring fairs. So we invite the employers out where they sit down and do one-on-one interviews with all of the clients that are attending. And they are usually either hired or set up for the next step within the interview phase. Our next event is going to be October 10th at 10 a.m. So if you are an employer and you want to hire some of our participants, please contact me. Again, our number is 314-333-4170, and my extension is 115, and I'll be glad to get you set up to attend our hiring fair.
Absolutely. Michelle, you make a really good point. Because we have some people that are entrepreneurs themselves. They are employers themselves. And so maybe you're looking for some quality individuals to work in your company. Please connect with Michelle and become an employer that will hire some of these well-qualified individuals.
Yes.
Any closing words that you want to just share with the community?
We just appreciate you being a part of our community, and we ask that you either come and join us for our services or participate in providing services to our clients.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, yes.
And I would like to say that Father Support Center, we don't see ourselves as a handout. We see it as a hand up.
Okay, absolutely. Well, you guys have heard directly from Ann Stringfellow and Michelle Echols. They are here with the Father Support Center. They are encouraging you to share the word. Share the word. Maybe this information isn't for you, but it's someone on your social media page. Maybe it's for someone in your church congregation. You know that they're struggling. You know that they need help. Just let them know, hey, this program might be of assistance to you. It's called the Parenting in Partnership Program. It takes takes place at the Prince Hall Family Support Center, which is on North Newstead in North St. Louis, Missouri. You can register. You can get more information by contacting the Father Support Center at area code 314-333-4170. Well, Ann and Michelle, thank you guys so much for coming by.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Absolutely. And so I thank God for Father Support Center. I thank God for this partnership.
Yes.
And so you guys, next month, we're going to be joined back again with Ann, and we'll be joined again with another aspect of the parenting and partnership program, because we support this program and we want to make sure that you get this information and that you know about this wonderful program that is taking place. I want to always encourage you to just be sure to connect with our ministry online. You can find us on Facebook. You can also visit us on the web at www.inspiredoverflow.com. Last but not least, Apostle Robert Flowers, he's hosting a Dreams and Visions conference on September the 29th. This is free and open to the public. If you are a dreamer, God gives you dreams and visions. He wants to invite you to come to his workshop Saturday, September the 29th from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. This will be taking place at the Rock Road Branch, St. Louis County Library. All right, you guys, Ann and Michelle, thank you so much once again. And Inspired Overflow listeners, I pray that you have been blessed by today's broadcast. I pray that you see that God is answering the prayers of his people. Sometimes we're just like, God, people need help. Yes. And I believe that this is a program in response to prayers. Now our job as Christians is to help get the word out. This is somebody's answered prayer, and we want to make sure that they know about this information. So you guys, we'll be here. We'll be back here, same place, same time next week. Until then, stay rooted in the word of God. Make sure you're intentional about your time of prayer, okay? I believe that God has some things that he just wants to speak into your heart. So we'll be here, same place, same time next week. Until then, peace out.
Thank you.